Powering up essential systems. Booting root C/audio logs. Reviewing previous data cells. Repairing audio files.
But I'm too excited, too jumpy. I net him.
I think this is it. We run.
Papa Tucson looks down the hall at you as you come hurling him, points his finger at you, says, "Kill them."
What did he say? He's like, "I need you. You're too important."
Yes, you're too valuable. I can't lose you. So Bravo, you get hit and you kind of stumble a little bit. You look down at where you've been shot.
I think the best Bravo-esque insult would be to not think of anything and just stammer and kind of look like a fool.
You should be on the lookout for being surrounded. You're not sure if he's dead or knocked out, but it's one of the two.
Cool.
Ooh, right on the power button. Well, your death will not be in vain. I'm this close to my destination.
Rex, you hear Bravo scream about how someone's died.
Notice how rooms 2 and 4 are sharing a wall?
Yes, they are.
All right, cool. I'd like to roll hard.
You grab the grenade launcher.
Tucson's guards are trying to kill... They're doing a coup. Come help.
Oh, hey, Dice.
Rex! Oh my gosh.
Long time no see. Way to blow my cover.
Sorry about that. There's a lot going on.
That's what I do best.
Dr. Dice has just walked back in to the room in which Rex was previously restrained in. As Rex clambers back through a new addition to the wall, a doorway to the weapons testing room.
Oh, hang on a sec. And he runs back in and quickly grabs a small pistol and conceals it, and then runs back through. Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay, perfect.
Always have 3 guns, Dice. That's my motto.
That seems like quite a lot.
I think it's more guns than most people can have.
Rex, something to keep in mind as you engage this dangerous situation. You came in here and were put into medical scrubs, so your current armor rating, from clothing at least, is 0.
Cool.
If you wish to take time to find some armor, I will allow you to increase that number.
But also, if I just run in guns blazing, I get +1 for free.
Yes, you do. You daredevil.
So I think I'll just do that. Are they in the hallway currently?
Absolutely. So the you to get to where they are, you would thunder out around a couple of corners and get into that hallway that leads towards the security checkpoint. So if you're looking at the map, you'd go up, right, left, and that's where you'll meet everyone.
I would like to run up. Sorry, what were those directions again? I'm trying to find the map right now. Here we go.
Up, right, left.
I would like to run up, right, left.
As you round that final corner, Dice, are you following Rex?
I guess so. If he just runs out of the room, yes.
So the two of you come thundering around, Rex with the decided lead on Dice. And Rex, as you round the corner, you see on the side of the hallway closer to you the 2 Deathbringers of Tucson, the huge black and white skull armored guards that were formerly Tucson's personal guards. They've failed that objective, but they are currently leveling their guns at a small group of 3 regular New Pittsburgh guards who are leveling their Uzis at them. And it's a shouting match between them as both of them are yelling at the others to stand down and get out of the way when you come thundering around the corner.
So I know what I want to do here, but I need to understand kind of that split-second immediate reaction they have when I round the corner. That first moment when I see what's happening in front of me and they see what has just occurred. As in me rounding the corner.
So the 2 Deathbringers are... So if we're doing like literally the split second that you get around the corner, the 2 Deathbringers have their backs to you, so they don't notice anything. The 3 guards, there's a slight inclination that something's happening, but they've also got 2 incredibly scary, heavily armored guys pointing guns at them as well. So they're, at best, their attention is split.
I see. I would like to fire the grenade launcher at this small crowd.
Oh my.
Who
Alrighty.
is presumably, are they in the hallway or are they in the room?
Hallway.
Okay, I would like to fire the grenade launcher at this small group confined within this hallway.
Alrighty. Do you have stats for that grenade launcher?
Nope. Actually, no, wait. Maybe
You should have a grenade launcher on the back
because it's
of
on
your
my
sheet.
sheet. Yes. 4 harm close area missing.
Good night. Okay. Let's see. So these guys, they count as a small gang, but so do you. Is the gun itself 4 harm, or is that 4 harm after your modifiers?
No, because I do +1.
Okay, so you're going to deal 5 to them. They have 1 level of armor, like averaged out across the gang. Okay, so Rex, you round the corner, pump the grenade launcher to rack the cylinder, and pull the trigger, and we hear that, and as these guys are lit up. The exact verbiage.
Shouldn't I roll hard?
Oh yes, you should. This is 100% suckering them. I believe that's rolling aggro, but they don't have any choice but to suck it up.
Okay.
'Cause you are intentionally catching them by surprise, or effectively, I should say, not intentionally.
It depends on if you believe there's a chance he could miss.
I'll say this: my heart isn't highlighted, so it doesn't benefit me to roll.
If the MC says you could miss, you treat it as aggro, but the victim has no choice to cave and do what you want. If you couldn't miss, then you just inflict harm.
I feel like with the confines of this hallway, there isn't really a way Rex can miss.
Unless he like shoots it way past him or something.
Yeah, unless Rex is like, check out these sick tricks, and like does some like weird gun like showmanship before pulling the trigger. I don't feel like that's Rex's style.
No.
Accidentally shoots it backwards into Dice.
I was gonna say Dice is gonna like stay around, like not follow. If she sees him pulling out the grenade launcher, she's gonna stay a little bit behind, like around a corner.
The exact verbiage. So these guys are gonna take 4 harm. Widespread serious injuries.
Wait,
they have 1 level of armor. Yep, averaged out. Widespread serious injuries. Many fatalities. Rex, you pulled the trigger. The hallway erupts in flame and shrapnel. Two of the piddly little guards are flung back. One of Tucson's elite guards is thrown into the wall and slumps to the ground in a crumpled heap. Only 2 of them are left standing, but they are staggering around, and one of them is like hauling himself up off of the floor. They are in bad shape.
I'd like to switch to the rifle and walk towards them.
Okay, bravo. About 3 seconds after the door shuts behind you, you hear a little bit of yelling and then an explosion.
Oh my gosh.
The yelling stops after that.
I go to the stairway and I run to the top of the stairway and I bang on the door and I say, Dahlia, it's Bravo.
You hear the door rattle a little bit and she goes, oh wait, what's the password?
I forgot the password, but it's definitely me.
I think it was Tango, right?
No, let him forget it. This is better.
I didn't write it down.
No, okay, I'm down. I'm totally down. If you forgot it, how do I know it's you? I mean, it sounds like you. It could be an imposter.
Oh gosh. Well, I know that your printer is broken.
Okay, that checks out. You hear the like tinking of the hammer you gave her against the door. She tries to unjam it. Dice.
So after the grenade goes off, she's gonna turn and peek around the corner.
You hear the sound of fire alarms begin to go off.
Okay. If she thinks back, she knows. Does she have an idea of where Bravo went?
Yes, you do actually, because he left you for dead in this hallway.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm just going to kind of, after seeing that it's not exploding anymore, she's going to run around the corner and just yell at Rex, Go! We got to keep going!
Rex, you are approaching these 2 menacingly with a rifle.
Howdy, boys. Who wants to live today?
The normal guard throws his hands up. He hasn't even gotten to his feet yet after he got thrown to the floor. This guy he's bruising all over, bleeding from a gash in his forehead. Throws his hands up. The Deathbringer turns his head and stares at you silently.
I'm not hearing a yes.
What do you do?
He's just still staring at me.
Yes.
Oh, quiet one, aren't we? Hopefully you can answer this question then, at least. I'm looking for vodka. You know where I can find her?
While the Deathbringer remains silent, the other guard pipes up. If you want to find her, you can find her. And then the Deathbringer levels his gun and tries to kill the guy before he can finish his sentence.
Can I shoot him first?
Act under fire.
Since I've got my rifle presumably pointed at some of them.
Yeah, do something under fire.
Okay. That is a 8.
Okay.
I replace it with
mixed
hard.
successes.
Oh, wait, no, I don't. Wait. Oh, no, that's a 7.
It's a 7?
This is like one of the very few times I No, it isn't. It doesn't
You're
matter.
technically in battle. You would replace it with hard, I think, correct?
It doesn't matter. It gets replaced anyway. It's an 8.
It's an 8? Okay. So the guard who's got his hands up starts stammering. You can find her. The Deathbringer whips around. You two squeeze shots off simultaneously. You drill this guy. He's down. You can narrate it however you'd like, and he gets.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't deserve a good death. It goes through his head.
Okay.
That's
the man who was slumped over. He takes a shot. He's not dead yet, but you've got less than a minute before he is.
Nice. Patch this guy up.
Dice is gonna run up really fast, and we're gonna go. I'm gonna find any patch of skin on him, and we're gonna go for healing touch.
Okay. His face is uncovered.
Okay, and I guess we're just gonna grab his face.
Slap him. Give him a healing slap.
Pull yourself together.
Alrighty, here we go. I rolled a 5. Which that says,
You put your
Let's
hands
see,
skin to skin on a
I-
wounded person. Open your brain to them.
on a miss, first you don't heal them. Second, you've opened both your brains, to, both my brain and theirs, to the world's psychic maelstrom, without protection or preparation.
Wait, what did you get?
I rolled a 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
Don't you have like
yes.
+3 to this?
No, not to weird.
Oh, I thought you had a high weird.
No,
She's a high hard.
I have a high sharp.
Sharp and hard. Those are the two things
Sharp
dice
and
is.
hard are my 2. Now, okay. Now, quick question for you.
Uh-huh.
Wait, so you don't have Dice, you don't have the Sixth Sense?
I
move?
do have the Sixth
Lets you
Sense.
replace-
So would that
lets
replace
you-
my weird? Would that replace my weird with sharp?
Let's see. When you open your
think
brain to the world's psychic maelstrom, roll plus sharp. Okay, so
Instead of weird.
the exact verbiage is when you open your brain to the world's psychic maelstrom. Healing touch says when you put your hands skin to skin on a wounded person and open your brain to them, roll plus weird. That checks to me.
Then it would be a 7.
A 7. Okay, scraping on by.
Oh my gosh.
On a 7 to 9, heal 1 segment, but you're also opening your brain. So
I'm
roll
still
that move
opening my
next.
brain. Okay. Here we go. Let's open the brain. That is a 6.
A 6.
Oh no.
The maelstrom is not to be messed with.
I'm healing this man from unconsciousness. It's at the risk.
You're healing him from death, I think.
Yes. This man is on his way to
It's a toll.
is on his way out until you more or less fell on him. On a miss, be prepared for the worst.
They did me so good. They did me so good last session.
Okay, so Dice, so you rush over. You touch this man's face, and he stabilizes for whatever reason. But you get lost. You get lost in the horrifying visage of this man torn asunder almost. Your brain begins to scream and writhe with the memories of your past as a battlefield medic, seeing this day in and day out, dealing with those unfortunate many. You were lost to the zombie plagues, to the warring tribes in the wastes, to the environment, to those too calloused and greedy to give a crap. And it hits you deeper. It's not just a memory of what you've seen. It's a memory and a feeling of what they've felt, what they've gone through. You are effectively stunned until the end of, well, frankly, this ordeal.
Yeah. So then I get Rex will just kind of see Dice, like as this guy gets shot, you will see her kind of like round the corner, come up behind you, grab this guy's face, and then she just starts screaming and like doesn't let go, kind of like wailing.
Rex, Dice is screaming.
I kind of try to push her off. Dice, what are you doing? Go with this guy. I'm trying to interview him.
After she kind of stops wailing, her hands just kind of drop and she doesn't move. And she's just like kneeling there in front of this guy. not moving.
Okay, well, while Ms. Dice holds on to your face, why don't you mind finishing that sentence that you were gonna tell me? By the way, congratulations on living.
This man is panting, seeing through blurry eyes that are beginning to swell shut. He goes, what? Right. Vodka.
Yeah.
You could find her offices are in the administrative building, but she's got the penthouse suite and the government housing right behind it.
All right. One more question.
Oh,
You know anything about oh no, what was it? I don't know. I think I wrote it on a piece of paper that I don't.
is it the shopping list?
It is the shopping list.
Okay.
It's yes, it's the vehicle.
The vehicle.
I mean, I can say it because, like,
Yes.
Dice is here. Dice is here now, so she's gonna hear that. But I just forgot what it was
Well,
called.
I mean, here is a questionable phrase that will be left up to Dice, but yeah.
Good point. Yeah. Hey, Becca, cover your ears. You don't have to. There it is. Perfect. Rex goes, all right, thanks. One more question. Can you tell me where I could find an armored personnel carrier around here? I know you've got
Go to
one.
the garage, man. Where do you think we keep the cars?
Oh, perfect. Thanks so much.
You
Now you sit tight and don't do anything stupid.
just
Like your friend here. He kind of swings his gun back to the
Yeah.
dead skull guy. What are they called?
a Deathbringer. Yeah. If
I'd like to shoot him again just for fun.
the Deathbringer's body jerks as the kinetic energy of another bullet.
Dice is gonna
grin at the
flinch
guy.
when that happens.
You what?
She flinches when that happens.
Rex doesn't notice. He's grinning sadistically at the guy.
The guy cowers as or attempts to cower. If he had more energy to move his limbs, he would cower as you swing the gun around. But he's lying on the floor in a pool of his own and his friend's blood, attempting to regain the energy and composure to move or survive.
All right. Yeah. Who's next? Me trying to bring Dice back? Or
Let's swap over to Bravo.
I was just gonna say, is this a good moment for Bravo and Dahlia to run around the corner?
Absolutely.
Oh, that works.
I see them and I'm like, Rex! Oh, thank goodness! Oh my gosh!
Oh,
I'm so
hey,
glad you guys
Bravo.
didn't get hit by that explosion.
Oh no, that was me. Sorry.
What's wrong with Dice?
Oh, hey, look at that. I don't know. She did that weird freaky Healy thingy, I think.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I don't know. She screamed a bit. I just led her to it. I was too busy trying to get some answers from this guy, but Rex kind of like nudges her with his foot. You all right there, Dice?
Is she still stunned or?
So stunned is a mechanic that means you have to do that if you try to attempt to do anything that would be a roll, you will do it under fire.
Okay.
So
Okay. Then
the level of how you interpret stunned can vary on your character. You can be catatonic if you want, or you can just be like totally out of it but still cooperative.
Yeah. Okay. So she's gonna kind of, upon like being nudged by the shoe, she's gonna look up at Rex and just be like, and just say, "Oh, I'm good." And she's gonna stand up.
Oh my gosh. Broken surge protector? Come on. Rex, grab her. Let's get out of here.
All right. Rex slings her over his shoulder. I mean, he's not going to use both. He's not going to like use both hands. Kind of. He needs one to hold the grenade launcher.
She's not stopping you.
To be fair, I think in this situation, Rex might finally be a little slowed down.
Depending on the actions you try to take, will maybe make some things more difficult to do.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, you're also the biggest guy any of us know. So the four of you make your way up to the rooftop quickly. The sound of chaos and pandemonium still echoes through the hallways behind you. But you're now on the rooftop. Remind me, did you leave the ladder strung across, or did you have Carter take it back once you guys got over there?
I think we have it leaning against one of the buildings.
Okay. But yeah,
So it's not strung across. Once we all get through the door, I turn to Dahlia and I say, "Okay, go get Carter to get the ladder across again. I'm gonna jam this door," and I start trying to jam the door behind us. before anybody else gets close.
Okay. Would you make an act under fire roll? This is gonna serve more as a timer to see how long it takes for people to bust through the door, rather than like whether or not you can do it.
Yes. 5 plus 1 plus 3. 9.
9. Okay, cool. Thank you. Rex, you carry Dahlia runs over to the edge of the building, waves and hollers at Carter. Carter gets the ladder up as fast as he can. You're carrying Dice over towards this point of egress.
Sounds good to me.
As they get the ladder across, this is sketchy. If you're gonna try and carry her across a ladder strung between two buildings, 2 stories in the air.
I'm gonna pat him in the back and say, I can do it. I can do it. You can put me down.
I put her down.
Okay.
Please don't fail this roll.
That's what I'm really hoping does not happen, because...
Hey, are you going to tie a rope on first or anything?
Bravo, you're the one with the rope. Or you were the one with the rope before you made a rope ladder and strung it over the side of the building.
Plus, that could take a while.
Oh yeah, there's a rope ladder on the
Isn't
side
really
of the
on our
building.
side here. This is out of
So-
character.
It could be in character.
No, Rex
more
wouldn't
thing.
think like
Okay.
that. Rex would just be like, all right, go.
One more out of character thing. Where did we leave Dice's medicine kit?
It's just in her bag on the roof. Like, I'm going to presume one of you can sling it across your shoulders and
I
get out of
think
here.
Dahlia had... I gave it to Dahlia.
Oh yeah, it's right. You did give it to Dahlia.
Oh, okay.
You did give it to Dahlia,
Yeah.
so she's got it.
After jamming the door, I run up over to where the ladder is right before Dice is about to step onto it. And I'm like, wait. Dice, do you have anything, like, I don't know, anything in this medicine pack that could pep you up?
Not... Unfortunately, not really. Not until we get back and I'm able to sit and really patch some of these wounds.
Gosh.
Come on,
You are not
let's
in
go.
good shape.
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
So who's going across first? Dice. Okay.
Dice. Yeah.
Dice, make a act under fire.
Okay.
Don't fail this one.
I rolled a 10.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Good. So, Dice, it's a bit shaky. You're going across it on all fours, more or less. Always 4 points of contact. But you are able to get across relatively quickly. You get onto the other side of the roof. Bravo, Dice, You guys won't have any issues getting across the ladder.
But the huge guy,
If you want to tempt fate, you're more than welcome to.
what else am I supposed to do? Jump across? Ooh, can I jump across?
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait until after Rex goes so I can help hold this into the ladder.
Okay, yeah. Or yeah, I think because you've got 2 people, one on either end of the ladder stabilizing it. I don't think it's gonna be a risk of Rex for it to like slip off or.
Well, and then Rex getting to the other side could be stable enough for because we've got 2 people. We've got Dahlia that needs to get across too.
Yes, that is true.
All right, cool. Rex is gonna cross it.
Yeah, Rex, you get across. Bravo, are you going last or before Dahlia?
I'll go last.
You go last. Okay. As Dahlia is halfway across the ladder, you hear the pounding of fists and boots kicking against the door.
Once upon a time, in a forest not far from the quaint little village of North Frampton, there was a small cottage with a wise and beautiful witch who lived with her cute little animal familiars. There was Opal, a clever but chaotic crow with an opal necklace who loved to hunt for shiny things. There was Reginald the magpie, with his favorite orange knitted beanie, a quick lad who liked to be the handy bird, as he said, and, Mr. Slimy the toad. Everything was nice and lovely one crisp October evening until you heard a bang and a scream, and you ran outside and you saw a witch hunter murder your witch and run away, and now the witch is dead. But wait, you've heard something she said once. You remember it, Mr. Slimy. She told it to you once. She said if this day ever came, to bring the eyes of whoever murdered her and to perform the ritual to bring her back. But you have to be fast. If you wait too long, her magic will be gone from this land. And so might you be.
The witch is dead. a 4-part miniseries coming to systems soon.
Thank you so much for all of those who have been listening to this podcast. If you would just be able to go and subscribe on whatever platform it is, or share, send us a review or a voice message even on Anchor, that would be wonderful. We love hearing from you, and we love to see your feedback, and we want to make sure that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. That would be a true tragedy. So go ahead and do that. And I think that's everything. So we'll get back to the show now.
I'm gonna switch that rifle quickly.
Alrighty.
Wait, no, I'm not.
You're gonna just stick with grenade launcher.
Sorry, hang on. So, describe the roof
Yes,
for
yes,
me.
yes. Okay, so the roof you are currently on is about a half story lower than the roof the roof of the research center. Each of these roofs,
So we have the high ground.
you have the low ground.
Oh,
The roof. These roofs are mostly gravel, but they have a low thigh high or so retaining wall around the edges. It's made of brick and has several places for if you'd like to take cover, such as old non-functioning AC units or chimneys.
take cover. No, my question is more so: can I see the door?
From your position, you cannot see the door, but you do have a pretty good. You have an okay idea where it is, but you don't have a visual on it.
How far across is Dahlia when the door starts pounding?
She's a little farther than halfway, so she's about 10 feet out from the edge.
Sounds good to me. I'd like to fire the grenade launcher towards the door.
Oh my gosh.
If I currently hear banging on it, that's good enough for me.
Okay.
As you pull up the grenade launcher to fire it, I'm like trying to signal with my arms, like, no, don't do it.
I look at Bravo. Why not?
I jammed the door. We have a minute.
Rex is going to hold aim, but not fire for the
Okay.
moment.
Perfect.
If you launch it now, you'll just make a hole for them to come through.
Okay.
While this is happening, Dice is going to move over to the other side of the building and kind of start looking at the way back down.
Okay. Yes. You remember now, as you reach the edge of the building and look down, there's no fire escape. Y'all had to scale this building to get up it.
That's right. Okay. How tall is that ladder?
It's at least 25 feet. It's probably
How tall
30.
is this building?
This building is about 1.5 stories tall. So that's, what is that, 20-ish feet?
18, I
18
believe.
feet? Yeah.
I believe the story is 12
Yeah, a
feet.
story is 12 feet, and then it's got that low retaining wall on the top. So you're looking at 20-ish, 22 feet.
That ladder has been such a help.
Oh, it's
Okay.
14 feet.
A story is 14 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dice, by your rough, very dazed calculations, the ladder might work. Bravo.
I keep holding the ladder till Dahlia gets across.
Yes. Okay. Dahlia gets across. Is there anything you want to do before you head over?
We're not leaving anything on this side except if they go and find the rope where it's tied.
That is correct.
I mean, it's dark. I'm hoping we can, if we're completely off the roof by the time they get out, then they're not going to know where to look for us. So I say, hey, Rex, hold tight. And I grab my end of the ladder. I push it a little bit forward so that it is not leaning on the edge. And I jump off the edge while holding onto my end of the ladder so that I'll swing, and I stick my feet out so that I can swing to the other building and stop my swing with my feet. So the ladder will be hanging straight down the side of the building.
You want to do what?
I want to jump off the side of this building.
While holding the ladder.
Okay.
I'm using the ladder as like a
swing.
like a lever. Yeah, a swing.
So you want to shove the ladder far enough over and pray that between Carter and Rex, they can act as a strong enough hinge for you to just careen into the side of a building and immediately die.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's I'm swinging the length of a ladder.
Here's my question. Are you shoving it and going like upwards and over, like a pole vault kind of? Or are you literally dropping off the side of the research center and using the ladder as a fulcrum or a lever?
Yeah, I'm just dropping off the side. I'm imagining a quarter circular path where I am down to the side of the building where Carter and the rest are.
I mean,
here's a visual approximation of this audio medium. Here's Rex on this side of the ladder. Here's me. I go whoop, but put my feet out to try to make a clean stop when I get to that side of the building.
so Rex,
It seems like more fun than just saying I climb across.
That is accurate. I'm sorry, Rex. Bravo has very clearly put his life in your hands.
Rookie mistake, kid.
Okay, I'm going to blanket level assume that you all are communicating in one fashion or another, because to this point, Carter was the one holding the ladder, and Rex was holding aim on the door with a grenade launcher. So Rex would have to drop or put away his grenade launcher to facilitate this at the bare minimum.
And I had yelled, Rex, hold the ladder tight.
Yeah, Rex is gonna hold the ladder tight.
Okay,
Yeah, he doesn't want to, but he will. Only because he does actually sometimes listen to Bravo.
yeah.
Bravo does have the brains, supposedly, in this outfit. I say supposedly because he's about to jump off a building.
Yeah.
Dice, while this is going on, Dice is gonna, right before he drops, Dice is gonna turn and be like, guys, I think we can put the ladder down the side of the, use the ladder to get down as they're preparing this.
So
Your internet has decided to vomit.
yeah, that's not a take we could use.
Oh no!
The psychic maelstrom has done a lot worse to her than we realized. You know, this was a lot scarier in my head before I remembered that we're only a story and a half off the ground.
I mean, so this is where it gets a bit more complicated, right? Rex is a story and a half off the ground. Bravo is higher than that.
Yeah, didn't you see my drawing?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? So Bravo's actually gonna you're gonna have to shove the ladder back so that way you don't scrape into the research center on your way down.
Well, isn't this a rope ladder?
No, this is like an extension ladder. It's like a legitimate ladder.
I think it was a rope ladder.
Because I also made a rope ladder, and then it was a good idea in theory, but it didn't end up being useful.
Like Bravo. What? Sorry.
Hey, I think I've solved slightly more problems than I've caused. Just like
The Aaron strategy.
just maybe 1% more.
So, okay, you can apologize to Rex later.
All right, perfect. For this zany Looney Tunes-esque idea, I will need not only Bravo, but also Rex to make an act under fire roll. I feel like the fire is pretty obvious. Failure, edging on death.
Oh, it's like 20 feet.
It's okay, buddy. I'd never let you down.
Yeah, down is exactly what I'm worried about. All right. I'm going to go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
I rolled. Why don't you go
Good
first?
start. Ooh. Guess who got a 13? I did. You don't have to guess.
Just kidding. I got a 12.
What on?
No, I got a 9 plus 3.
Take it away.
You transcend the danger, the pressure, the possibility of harm. You do what you set out to do, and the MC will offer you a better outcome, true beauty, or a moment of grace.
Don't give him the moment of
No,
grace.
this is funny if it's not graceful. Better outcome when you land, you're in a perfect position to get the ladder set for y'all to escape the roof.
Perfect.
just in time to see Bravo jump off the building.
Okay. And then
Perfect.
Dice is going to look at Dahlia and say, "You go."
Well,
You first.
then when I land at the bottom, I set the bottom of the ladder and I say, "Quick, just slide down."
You don't get to just hand wave plummeting through the air when you get a 13 and Rex gets a 10 or whatever, or a 12.
A 12.
I need some like high stakes Mission Impossible narration here, my friend.
Okay. I hold on to the second to bottom rung of the ladder with both hands, and I say, "Okay, time to be quick." And I shove it forward as I jump off, which is, not a great move because it kind of has to push Rex back a little bit on the other side. But luckily, he is huge and very heavy. And I swing down at an arc. When I get to the other building, I put out my feet and manage to
Keep in mind, I'm holding it up like, 6.5 feet or so.
Yeah, I bend my knees as I hit the side of the other building to not make a huge noise, and stand up. I'm like, okay, not dead. That's great, and I plant the ladder down.
This crazy Dice, you just see this insane action. You turn around to share the good news. Bravo is plummeting to the ground. Rex gets lifted off his feet as the ladder fulcrums on the edge of the building. And then as the ladder starts to slide down, Rex catches it with his legs, squats and lowers the ladder down so Bravo doesn't just get squashed as he makes it down the last couple of feet. And the ladder is planted on their side of the building, closest to the research center, touching the ground, secure. Judging by the fact that no one's freaking out, Bravo probably lived. Maybe.
Oh my gosh.
Rex looks back.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies first.
Okay. Dahlia gets on the ladder, starts heading down.
Okay.
Rex, once Dice and Dahlia are on the ladder, you hear the door burst open on the research center roof.
I knew it. Gonna have to switch back to the rifle.
Dice, Dahlia gets to the bottom. You're about halfway through. I presume Carter's gonna go down the ladder next as you hold down the fort up there.
You're gonna have to.
What do you do to hold down the fort? In preparation?
I tell
anyways?
Carter to be quiet.
Be quiet. Okay.
Because the last thing we want to do is let them know that we went over this side of the building. Not that you would be so kind.
Google. Roll 1d4. Pick a number.
Holding on to the bottom of it.
2.
Okay. So Rex, you hear the door get burst open. Gravel. You hear the sound of gravel spray everywhere as several sets of boots come running and thundering out. A couple of seconds of confusion as Carter starts to head down the rope, and you hear someone yell, "There's a rope ladder over on this side."
Yay, it did come in handy. Yes.
The time you have
Oh.
for safety will be measured in seconds.
Where's Carter at on the ladder?
At this point,
That's
about
just
halfway
comedy.
down. Dice, you're getting off the ladder as we narrate.
All right, it is time to start climbing down. If Rex falls,
Wait,
Carter
wait,
can
wait.
jump out of the way and not die.
I mean, we've already come like this. Maybe now we just need to go like that. That's again another joke that won't translate to the
Yes.
listeners. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'll
made
just
something to edit
descend a
out.
ladder, thanks.
Yeah. Are you focusing on noise or speed?
Noise.
Noise. Okay. So you're trying to be quiet at the cost of being
Yes.
fast. Okay. As you get on the ladder and start to head down, you take mental note that you are a gun lugger, lugging multiple guns. They're made of metal. They clink. They swing around. It takes you longer than the rest to get down the ladder, but you are able to do it quietly. What are the rest of y'all doing as Rex descends the ladder?
Dice is gonna turn to Dahlia and Carter. Can we get into the hideout from outside the wall?
I'm glad you're doing that because I'm looking around to see if there's anybody coming. Any guards that are on the ground near us.
Not a bad idea then.
As of this moment, there are no guards on the ground, but you do hear alarms start to go off deeper in the admin square. So Rex, you get to the bottom of the ladder. You have not been heard, but while there may have been a rope ladder on the other side, that search was fruitless. Once you're on the ground, you see one lowly guard poke their head over the edge and see the group of you and your ladder on the ground.
I look up and see that.
I mean, the group kind of at large. It seems like Dice is more focused on making sure the ladder wouldn't move, and Bravo was scanning the ground. So you're kind of the one person left to scan the sky. That's why I give it to you.
Rex puts his finger to his lips like a shh motion. It does. You don't have to let this.
Oh no, it's not going to.
Cool.
I think you should roll to seduce or
I
manipulate.
really don't want to.
There's no seduction. There's no manipulation. This is where the enemy is.
I'm with the MC on this one. This one was,
The guy pokes his head over the edge, looks at you. You put your finger to the lip. You see him take a big inhale. They're on the ground.
Rex points up. You die first next.
Okay.
I make a mental note of his face.
Alrighty. So the situation that you're currently in, you are at the base of a building in the residential sector. There is a 25 foot green space between you and the perimeter wall of the research center. Your position has been made known to the guards that were on the roof. You have a extension ladder and a crew of 5. The city is coming to high alert. Alarms are going off, and you start to see some of the signal lights in the search lamps from the guard towers that line the perimeter of this city start to click on. What do you do?
I turn to the others. I don't know if we can make it across the entire city in this high alert. Should we go through the whole Rex made?
Oh no, we still got stuff to do.
We're going to be facing the entire guard corps of the city in a few minutes. Rex, what do you mean we still got stuff to do?
Well, yeah, but for now, but we're not done here.
Okay, yeah. No, we'll come back around. Let's go though. We got to run. Let's go south.
Okay. Are you taking the ladder with you, or are you leaving it against the wall?
Yeah, I'm taking the ladder.
You're taking the ladder?
Okay.
Need the ladder.
If that's what you're going to do, you will have to make an act under fire roll.
We might need the ladder. My last couple of act under fire rolls have gone really well. I mean,
That's a great way to tempt dice fate.
I'm just afraid that they patched up the hole in the wall and that we're going to have to get over it. Go over the wall the old-fashioned way.
Let's just make a new one. No, I'm not doing that again.
Oh, yeah.
I'm rolling act under fire.
If Rex doesn't start a carpentry business based solely around doors once he retires from being a hired gun.
So I only got a 9.
What are you rolling
Flinch,
for?
hesitate, or stall. Doing it under fire.
He's rolling under fire to haul the ladder.
Oh.
Okay, so you all haul it, or try to anyways, towards the place. You're really lucky, actually. You are incredibly close. It's literally 4 blocks away to where the hole is, or at least to where the hole was. Bravo is lugging this ladder around, jangling, clattering, making a ton of noise, drawing very obvious attention.
Dice is going to grab the other end of it.
So you do that, but you all do succeed to make it there. Probably surprising no one, the hole in the wall has been patched. It is not fully patched. It's mostly plywood and more of a temporary structure it's going to take them longer to rebuild the actual cement and cinder block structure of the wall. In the meantime, though, there is a temporary fix as well as a temporary guard to specifically man it.
Plywood, you say?
Plywood and 2 guards.
I will hold back for the moment.
By the time we see that there are 2 guards here, have they already seen us?
Actually, no, screw it. Can I just grenade launch it again?
Oh, yeah, no, totally. So to answer Bravo's question, I have been assuming that y'all have kind of thrown caution to the wind a little bit. You're not moving stealthy, you're moving fast.
That's fair.
Perfect, yeah. But yeah, so by the time you see them, it's kind of like everyone's skittering into the open. But yes, Rex, you could absolutely grenade launch them. This one will be a seize by force.
Okay. To be fair, I'm aiming at the
wall.
not quite finished patch.
Okay.
As opposed to the guards. However, if they are caught in the crossfire, that would be great.
I think we can still call this one seize by force because you're trying to seize a way out of the situation.
Excellent. That is a 8. My rolls are bad today, except for that 112. Seize by force. And I get to choose 2.
Yes, you do get to choose 2.
Suffer a little harm.
Okay.
And take definite and undeniable control.
Alrighty. Dice, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the Uzis are set up to give 2 harm?
2 harm.
Yes, 2 harm. Okay, so
Loud.
yes, so Rex, you're thundering in the lead of this motley crew and a ladder hurtling towards the edge of the city. These 2 guards spray bullets in your group's direction.
We are a gang size larger.
You are Fudge, that's right, you are a gang size larger. Because you count as a gang completely, and they're just 2 people, which technically doesn't meet the requirements for a gang.
And also, we have 5 other people with us.
Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the question. I'll offer this to you. If you want to treat it like a gang, everyone will take harm like a gang. or you can suck it up.
Yeah, I can eat it.
Okay. Yeah. So you're well ahead of the rest of your group. You're unencumbered by a ladder. You're bearing weapons. You're confident. You soak up 2 harms worth of bullets in exchange to pump one off to fire. Yeah. So the -1 harm is counted into that.
Okay.
So you would have taken 3, suffered little harm. You take 2 harm.
At least he's going in guns blazing.
And you do count as a gang though, just because of your maniac, or not to be messed with.
Yes.
Okay, so
And at your discretion, if this counts as not hedging my bets, I get another 1.
Rex is a juggernaut.
Yeah, I took faceless moves, and also I took all the offense and like armored defense moves. That's like all I've taken.
Okay, yeah. So let's do the math right here, audience, my friends. Rex originally would have taken 3 harm. He chose an option from Seize by Force to suffer little harm. He is 1 gang size larger than these 2 people, which means he takes 1 less harm, or has at least 1 additional armor, and also deals 1 extra harm, I believe.
Yes.
And then he is not hedging his bets by just going for it. He gets 1 additional armor. He takes no freaking harm. This man in hospital scrubs, peppered with Uzi fire, takes no harm. Literally, these 2 guys just get ragdolled to the left and right by the explosion. Because you're dealing, what, at this point, like 7 harm with your 1 shot?
I'll have you know it's only 6.
Oh, sorry, my bad. 6 harm. They're just ragdolled to the left and right, and this wall is having a really bad time. It got a hole, was fixed. New hole. You definitely take undeniable control of this section of the wall. You've gotten yourself a very convenient exit.
Gosh.
All right. Keep an eye out for those giant rocket guns that are going to be firing at us.
I think, Bravo, I think it's time we drop the ladder.
All right, fine. But I like the ladder.
We'll get a new one
To the
later.
ground.
Dropping the ladder.
We have ladders at home.
The ladder at home is a rope ladder.
All right, let's go. Are Dahlia and Carter fine to go out? Have they been outside the city before?
Sucks.
think
They're
so.
coming with
You
us.
don't know, but they really don't have much
Come
of a
on,
choice.
guys.
It's
Yeah.
die in here or die out there. Okay, so you all.
Quick, to the vehicles.
So I guess that is so. Okay, so that is a good question. So you all hurtle yourselves outside of the city. If it was dangerous in there with the prying eyes, you know it's dangerous out here from the cannons and the mortars they have mounted on the watchtowers. You are on the southern wall of the city. Your vehicles are in the wastes to the east, and the resistance base is in the northwestern corner.
Yeah, first order of business is just getting out of range.
Yeah.
Already.
Run south. We'll make it to the vehicles.
I'm going to need you all to make an act under fire roll. Here's what I want to do, because your party is in differing states. I would like everyone to make it individually, because Dice is still stunned. So
Kind of out of it.
I want to know everyone's individual standing, so that way we can workshop it a little bit to the narrative.
Okay.
I can't tell what that is. 12.
12.
Okay.
Nice.
So Dice, you are able to clear your head enough to make the act under fire roll.
The explosion wakes her up.
A little bit, yeah. Kicks in those battlefield instincts.
No, that's my ability.
That's true. Okay, so Bravo, what did you get?
With my modifier applied, I got a
Okay,
12.
Rex.
10.
And Dice.
7.
7. Okay. Just averaging out, the majority of you succeeded, unmitigatedly. So, you all haul. Rex is still in the lead, thundering through. He's a great bushwhacker.
It's almost like I can run through obstacles and terrain.
It's insane. The terrain definitely gets out of Rex's way. The rest of you all... the rest of you all kind of follow. Bravo, you're there making sure that Dice is keeping up with the group. Dahlia is helping you with that as well. But you all eventually get to the point where the lights and the sirens of the city fade a little bit. You all estimate you're somewhere around 3/4 to a mile out from the city before you decide it's safe enough to stop.
All right, head for the vehicles. I got an idea.
Sorry, that was a lot of running.
Come on, Bravo. We still got a ways to go.
Okay.
I mean, you look at Carter and Dahlia. It seems like the only thing really keeping them together, as they're now, judging from their reactions, you can tell this is foreign terrain for them. They haven't actually been outside of the city up until this point. But having Rex making very clear calls, giving them obvious directions, is helping a lot to keep them from freaking out. It's going to take you all a little bit of time to circumnavigate, so you keep a wide enough berth, but you will be able to get to your vehicles. Is there anything that y'all wish to do? Conversations you wish to have while you're doing this? Is going to take you a solid half hour, probably.
I'm keeping an eye out for any sort of dangers, mutant wolves, mutant furniture, whatever.
Rex is in get to the car mode and not receptive to conversation.
Dice is in the just following along, like just following Rex, really.
So the five of you, with an ear to the ground, hurry along the perimeter. The searchlights of the city scour the area. Patrols fan out through the wreckage in the city, and we see our crew of 5 people make it to the abandoned and partially collapsed building where they hid Reptile and Bravo's van.
Yes.
Home sweet home.
Okay. All right. He looks at Bravo and Dice. He goes, all right, hear me out. The Crimson Cobras.
The gang of bandits that you happen to be dating the leader of? Those Crimson Cobras?
New Pittsburgh's been attacking them. Maybe they'd be willing to help strike back out.
Do you think they would go along with it?
I'm not good at math, but what's more than half but less than full?
3/4?
Sure.
I mean, they didn't respond well when I invited them last time, but I guess I was maybe being, annoying.
We've started
All right.
striking at the arteries of New Pittsburgh. If they know that there's blood in the water, presumably they're gonna want to strike back out too. Maybe take revenge for the times that they've been attacked. Tucson told me that they've considered Crimson Cobras a menace and that they've struck out at them before. And if worse comes to worse, I mean, we can sure as pay them.
Well, before we get too far, we've got a little bit of a situation here, and that's these two, as I point to Carter and Dahlia.
Yeah, throw them in the cars. What's the big deal?
How are you guys doing?
Carter and Dahlia are, and now that the tension is like started to die down just a little bit. The stress and the fear are starting to be, you can see it in their eyes.
So, welcome outside the walls. Honestly, it's fine. See?
Rex points at Bravo and Dice. If these two can survive it, you two spineless freaks can too. Suck it up and get in the car.
Alright,
Carter just
whatever.
looks offended. Dahlia, like her eyes are, she's like scanning the area, but they will respond to being shepherded into a vehicle.
As we are getting in, I'm like, hey, have either of you two ever driven before?
So are they both in your van? Is that how you want to split them up? Allocate them to vehicles?
I, like, as we're going towards the vehicles, I ask him.
I believe Reptile only has room for one more.
I believe it's tagged as cramped, ain't it?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So there's only room for one of them. It's probably going to be Dice, like last time. So that way there's a
Yeah.
competent driver to let Rex be the minigun.
I was about to say, I'm about to take combat driver from the driver moves.
Ooh.
All right, perfect.
Holy smokes. Really? I'll take care of her, Bravo.
Okay, yeah. This is my car and my house and my workshop, so I think I'll take care of it myself.
Perfect. And I guess with that, you all head off into the waste, the dead of night.
position.